Well, I finally, if you're still watching this is part 2 of my crowning glory block. I finally got them all cut. They're on my board, and I sat down and I actually sewed just a couple of the little pieces together to see how they were going to work. I sewed that one, and I sewed this one. So let's just keep a sewing and see if we can get this all figured out. We're going to go to this section next, and I'm going to pick up these 2 pieces. I'm going to flip that one right over on top of that and sew it. See how this will do. If I'm trying to video something, I usually make a mess. All right, I'm going to get my little scrap here. I'm going to take these pieces kind of slow so I can kind of do them right. I'm going to press it. Got my iron here. Because those others were just a little bit tricky. Now this one's going to flip over to that side. Little 1/4-inch seam. Get that. Now I've got that piece looking like that. Let's press that. And I've got a little room here that I'm going to sew this piece. So, and I'm going to be careful with them because they're on a bias now, so they'll stretch on us. Real easy. Line them up. Looks like it's fitting good. I'm not gonna pull them because I want them to not stretch on me. And there's that little section. Let's press that. And I've got a ruler here. I'm going to see if it looks like it's 4.5 because we want it 4.5. That's just pretty close. I think we can live with that. So we're going to put that right there. So now, since I've already sewed 2 pieces, we're going to make this row. How about that? Let's just go ahead and put it together. That way we don't get confused. Let's see. Right there, line it up. I could cut those little dog ears off. I hadn't done that. I use those little scraps over and over and over. That's part of it. And we're going to put this other piece on here. I could have made all the little sections first, but we're just doing it my way this morning. There's part of it. Now, what the sections we're going to have to do now is another one of this center one. And if you watch my first part of my video, you saw I messed up on that one. So I've recut it. So that's going to be one of our scraps. And they're laying here. Let's see, what am I going to do? I'm going to pick up this one. Running out of room. pick up that one. Flip it over on top of the other one. Get the edges lined up under my presser foot. Start it with a stitch or two. Line it up again. Alright, this is my scrap now. We're going to use a new scrap. Cut that one off. Now I've got those two pieces ready to go together, so I'm going to flop them over on top of each other, and I'm going to fold those seams to the dark side there. Cut that off. Now I'm going to press this one because I've got that little hourglass one that I need there. Pressing them is important too. Hold that iron down there. One of them rolled on me. I'll fix that. So that part, this part here. Now what we're gonna do, let's turn this around and let's do this other little hourglass one right here, so we can do that next section maybe. Pick them up. I'm going to line up this top edge up here. This is the first time I've made this block, so it's a new one for me. But if I can do it, you can do it. And maybe next time I'm going to make it again. And when I make it the second, third time, I may do it a little different. But this is working this time. My little scrap of fabric. I don't like to hold on to them threads every time. Let's clip that off. Open it up and see if they're hourglass. Yep, it's an hourglass. Don't want to pull them too hard. They're on a bias and they'll sure stretch on you if you're not careful. And when it stretches, then nothing fits. And you'll get all frustrated if they don't fit good. Just take your time. There's the next one. And yep, it's lined up pretty good in the center. Let me take it over here. Hold that iron down there just for a little bit. I'm going to see what size it is. See if it's 4.5. Because 4.5 is what I'm looking for. That looks pretty good. I'm going to trim them little tails off right there on the edge. Whoop. Whoop. Get the tails on the other side. I'll just... Could have got the scissors and just snipped them. Now Let me trim these off on this other one too. Got little dog ears. I think we'll sew these three pieces. I think we'll sew these three pieces together and then sew them to that piece that I already sewed. Then we still got this section to do. Do I keep on working on it? Yeah, I keep on working. I hope this is not a long video and y'all get tired of watching it. But if it is, just turn me off and quit listening because I'm going to finish this vlog. I can see the clock down there. I've been going 11 minutes so far. I sew faster. I'll hush and sew instead of talk. Alright, hush Rita. Hush Rita. So fast, but don't mess up. All right, there's my centerpiece. Let me trim that, and I'm gonna press that towards the middle. I haven't had. Did I press that one? Let me do it again, just in case. I'm gonna press that toward the outside, because I think that other one's going toward the middle, so we'll press this one toward the outside. Playing it by ear. You ever do anything, you play it by ear? Now, I'm going to do these. And you could pin them if you wanted to. I'm not going to. I'm going to line those seams up. Since I'm trying to get all my blocks 4.5, all of my little pieces, my sections in 4.5, they're fitting pretty good. My little ender. There's 2 of our crowns. We got to do 2 more there at the bottom. Crowning glories, 2/3 done. Let's go ahead and press that section. Hold that iron there. And I could be putting a little starch or something to hold it, a little steam. Flip you over. Alright, I'm going to lay that one down. And do this other section here. I wish you could see, but you can't hardly because I'm just kind of crowded here in my little corner. Let me see. I'm going to try to chain these and then go back and put the right pieces with them. We're going to attempt it. Let's do this one in the middle. I'm trying to speed up my process just a little bit. Just a little. But still do it right. Do you get frustrated and upset when you kind of make mistakes that you don't mean to make? All right. Well, shoot. Well, shoot. I'm gonna have to stop and study here just a minute. All right, that one. Got this one. I'll check that other one out in just a minute. Well, now you back down here. Yes, I do that. I turn them every which way. All right. Well, if that don't beat you, am I the only one that does that? I figured it out. It's a puzzle. I'm telling you, it's a puzzle. And sometimes you turn them every which way before you get that puzzle figured out. Before I go back to that other one, I'm going to show you. I did get it figured out after I turned them every which way. Alright, that's what I've got. Now I'm going to take this piece up here in the corner and I'm going to flip that over there on that. Going to real careful line them up. They're supposed to be the same size, and they are. Now I'm going to go back to this piece and chain it on there. And it'll make the little hourglass. Just flip that over. It's fun. It's fun to make quilt blocks, even when you do have to study them. It keeps your mind sharp. If it was too easy, it wouldn't be any fun, would it? We want us to have to think about it. Think about measuring, thinking about what goes where, thinking about what colors go with what. There we go. I'm going to turn around here, put that over here. It's going to go right there. Now let's go back and see what I'm supposed to do with this one. Yeah, oh yeah, now it just fell right into place. I'm not going to get frustrated. I may say, oh shoot, but that's all I'm going to do. Alright, I'm going to press that one and lay it down where it goes. They've been coming out pretty good size, so I'm not gonna turn it like that. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna sew these two together. Just a few more minutes, I'll have this block completed for us. And it took a little while to do. It did. Oh, I should have probably looked at that closer. Maybe it'll be right when I pick it up. Alright, now I've got this little section. I'm going to press it, and then I'm going to sew the other part. I'm going to pick up this one. I'm going to put it right there. I'm gonna be real careful. I don't want to stretch it out. Now, see what I got here. That one goes right there. Let's give this one a press. And it goes right there. Now, can you see our other section? Now, we're going to sew this, and then we're going to sew it onto that first part we made. And I'll have this block done. Get my little tail piece here. I'm going to trim off just a few of them little doggy ears. Put it over here under the iron. Yep, looks good to me. Now what we got I sewed those two pieces together, and I've got this last one I'm going to put on here. And then I'm going to hold it up, iron it, hold it up, and show you the Crown and Glory block. Didn't take me too awful long. Took me a few minutes. And y'all got to watch me turn them every which way but loose a time or two. I'm happy with it, I think. Till I hold it up and y'all point out something that's wrong. But I'll take constructive criticism. I'll do that. Okay. The moment of truth. Let me press it first. I'm going to look at it first. Looky, I love it. I think it's pretty. Do you see any mistakes? Crowning Glory. And I will post the link to the Patchwork Square free quilt pattern. It's just plumb beautiful. I think I did a good job. I get an atta girl. Alright, see y'all later. Y'all try it and let me know how yours turns out. Bye for now.